Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I am wearing the same look from my last video. I apologize, but I'm trying to film as many videos as I can while I still have makeup on, so we're just gonna go with it. But today I thought it would be good. We're just gonna talk about products in my makeup collection that I don't like. It's not necessarily like it's a take on the, products I regret buying video. Like I don't necessarily regret buying these. And a lot of these I didn't buy. I got them in subscription boxes. So that could be why it's not quite a regret buy. But for one reason or another, I don't reach for them. I'm trying to think. I don't think I missed anything else. I probably did. But this is what I have here is stuff I flat out knew that I don't really care for, but I'm trying to use it up. So that's why I haven't passed it on and it's still here, because stuff that I flat out hate generally goes. So this is stuff I'm trying to use up, trying to make it work, but it's not my favorite. So if that sounds interesting, we're going to get into it. But before we get started, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button down below. Make sure your notification bell is on. I'm going to leave my social media down below, my Instagram. So go ahead and follow me over there if you want to. And we're going to jump into the video. Okay. So I have products laid out, mascara, ending with eyeshadow palette. So I'm just going to work my way this way across the table. So mascaras, I have two, and these came in BoxyCharm, I believe. It's the Tartiest lip paint, the Tartiest mascara, and the Superhero It mascaras. These are not bad mascaras. This one's fine, and this one's fine. They're not anything mind-blowing. I have a problem with my lashes not staying curled. Neither one of these volumize that much. So I think that's why I'm just they're okay. They're not bad. They're not great. They're just kind of middle of the road for me. Very few mascaras are great. Very few. Because, again, my lashes need volume. They're decently length, but they don't stay curled. So those are just middle of the road for me. Next, we have concealers. And again, I have two. And I've got two of quite a few things. I didn't plan that on purpose. The first one is the ColourPop concealer. For one, it separates and gets gross and weird, and you've got to come in here and mix it up. Well, my other concealers don't do this, so I don't know why this one does this. So you gotta mix it up and shake it, but that is not the issue that I have. For some reason, this stings my under eyes. And it creases a little bit on me. It creases a little bit and it stings. And then I have the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, and I've talked about this before. And I don't like this for under my eyes because it creases also. It is 16-hour wear. I keep both of these because I do like them for doing cut creases. So I mainly like the e.l.f. one, but I keep this one also to try and use up for cut creasing. And for drugstore, complete drugstore looks, I will use these, but they're not my favorite long wear because, again, of the creasing. But, Jen loves her reviews, swears by the ColourPop one. She loves it. And I know Emily Noel loves the e.l.f. one. They don't have the creasing problems that I do. And then Jen doesn't have the stinging. So I don't think they're bad. A lot of people do like them. I've just had issues with them, so they're not my favorite, but I'm trying to use them up. I feel like there's a dog hair or something. I can see it in my peripheral vision. I don't know. Okay. For powders, these also came in subscription boxes. And it's dusty. This is a banana setting powder. It's kind of dark for my skin tone. I'm trying to figure out if I can make it work, but for banana powder is supposed to be brightening, and it's too dark on me for brightening. So I'm trying to figure out if I can use this for something else before I pass it on. And then the Becca, the Aqua Hydra Mist Set and Refresh. Again, I don't like it for under the eyes because it turns dark, and I've seen other people with the same issue. So I have to be careful with this. But it's not a bad powder. I like it all over my face. Just don't use this under your eyes. And it's an expensive product, so, and this was full size. I'm trying to just use them up. This one may get passed along if I can find somebody that it's going to work for. But again, it's dark on me, and I'm pretty like, I'm not light. I'm light, but I'm like light into like medium. So like you got to be darker than I am to be able to wear that. And then for foundations, like this is not a shock. I've talked about hating this foundation. Like this one, I probably could say that I am approaching hate. This only lasts on me for about 2 to 3 hours, and then it starts to break up bad. Like I don't have any foundation on my nose by the end of the day with this. And that's with using my hack of eye primer. So I use this to film because it looks gorgeous. Like you look airbrushed, like I said, for about 2, 3, maybe 4 hours. And then this just breaks up on me. So I do use this when I have liquid foundation on when I'm filming. If I am putting makeup on just for filming, generally it's this one because I'm trying to use it up. But I wouldn't recommend this to anybody. And then I have the stick foundation, which I liked better, but it's drier. I've had it for a little while. It's definitely drier than when I got it, so it feels real heavy. So again, I've only been using this for filming. I haven't worn this to work yet because I feel like it's going to settle in my lines and make me look older than I am. For eye primers, there's the Prime is Everything by The Balm, and then I have the Kat Von D Locket. This one's a little bit dry, so I don't use it all the time. Like I don't think it's bad, but it's a little bit drier than the MAC Paint Pot. And then this one, like it's similar to the MAC Paint Pot, and it's creamy, but it's darker in tone than my MAC Paint Pot. And I don't feel like it works quite as well, but it's not bad. So again, I used them. My friend Lauren gave me this, so I didn't buy this. And then this came in a subscription box. So I'm trying to use them. But the MAC Paint Pot and the Ulta and like Urban Decay. And then there's a Maybelline one and a CoverGirl one that I like way better. So I probably need to just force myself to use those more just to use them up. Single shadows, I just grabbed 2. There's a loose one and a ColourPop one, and it's not like these 2 brands specifically, but if you've watched any of my videos, you will know that it's not necessarily that I don't like single shadows, I just don't use them. So I have a whole drawer full of, I put all my glitter and my single shadows, and nothing in this drawer gets touched, hardly ever. And this is, I'm somebody that likes a palette, so I generally will grab one palette and use, like with the gold, the palette that I used has this gold in it and these other shades, and then I used a Stila glitter. I just don't like, it's not, like I said, it's not that I don't like those, I just don't, nothing in that drawer gets used a lot. Like I could probably get rid of that whole drawer and there'd probably be a handful of things I would miss. This, however, is one that I don't like. This is a liquid shadow, and this is from Medusa's Makeup. And hopefully, this is in ginger. It's like a silver. This is just not good. I have it because I swatched it, and I feel like I could use this as a base. And I think that's why I kept it, because I swatched it, but that's like, there's like barely anything there. And this is supposed to be like, so I feel like, I don't know. I could layer stuff on top of, I don't know. Like I said, I swatched it, so I'm trying to figure out, like there's dog hair on me again. I'm trying to figure out, like when the light catches it, it looks pretty, but like looking at it up close, it's so sheer. So I don't know. I'm hoping, let me know if you've tried any other shades of these liquid eyeshadows. Because this one I don't think is, like I said, it looks pretty when the light catches it, but like it's so sheer. So you definitely would have to put this over something else. Like you couldn't put this on a bare lid, I don't feel like, at all. But let me know if you've tried any other colors other than the silver, because that one I don't think is very good. And I'm sorry I keep touching my face. I really do feel like there's dog hair or something. Anyway, next we have Apocalyptic Beauty's lip glosses, and it's mainly for aesthetic reasons. Like the labels lift. And I made this complaint in my last video. Like, I wish, and it takes more time, I get that, to cut the labels down to size, or maybe buy some labels that are a little bit more expensive that fit better, because that bugs the tar out of me that they do that. They all do that. Like, I have every single one, and I have 5, the labels lift. And it's an OCD thing, because I'm sure there's people out there that could give a crap that the label lifts, but it drives me, because I'm like, why? Especially like if you were paying for, like, this comes in a subscription box, which I pay for, but like if I was buying this specific item, that would really bug the tar out of me at that point, because yeah, so that bothers me a lot. And then I have, this is the lipstick I have on. This is in Brickle. This is from Ofra. This was part of a mini set. I have it, not that I don't like this one. I don't tend to wear reds. Like, I'm wearing a red today to try and get myself out of my comfort zone, because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 reds. Liquid. That's not counting any stick ones. And I just don't wear them, because I think traditional reds look weird on me. Like, the reds that I will wear, and this sounds completely asinine, I know. I like I will do like this type of red, this vampy, this is Havana Nights by Ofra. I will do a vampy red like this before I'll do a traditional red, which makes absolutely no sense, because I'm sure this is more like out there than this is, but this to me is like, oh, you're wearing red. I feel like this is probably like a vampy color, is probably like that more, but in my head, that's what I think. So I just don't wear traditional reds because I think they look weird, but I'll do a vampy red all day. It doesn't make sense, and I know it doesn't make sense, but yeah, I think I look weird with classic reds. So I had that one out just because I have it on. So I just don't wear them often, but I have them because people will put them on in tutorials and it looks gorgeous, and I'm like, I must keep these because I need to have a red and everybody else looks good on red, so therefore I should, but then I never wear them. So the next thing I have is by Tarte, and I think I've talked about this product before. This is a Blush and Go Glow. This is in Rose Gold. I keep it because I like the blush in here. It's buildable, like it looks really light. And it is, but it's buildable. It's like a pretty mauve, and like I said, you can build it up. The highlight in here is a joke. Like it looks like this because I tried to scrape it because I thought maybe it was like the e.l.f. one where you like scraped through the top layer and then it was good. Yeah, it's not. Like, I'm really rubbing and it's like I put it right there. Like, oh, it's not really even doing anything. And I'm like, so I dug into it a little bit with my nail one day, trying to like see if the bottom layer got better. It's like it's hard panned, and it's not hard panned though. It's just not good. And like, even going over this with a brush, like it's barely, like if you wanted a super subtle, and that's with me, and there's probably a little bit residual from this morning, but I mean, there's kind of something there, but I've had to put like 4 layers of highlight on to get it to even barely look glowy. Like, what? Like, I'm all for a natural highlight, but like, you have to put 4 layers on to get it to look like a natural highlight, because if you just put 1 layer, it doesn't look like you've done anything. So I keep it because I like the blush, and sometimes I'll use the highlighter just for the hell of it, and then I end up having to go over it with something else, because like I said, at this point, like, it's not bad, but again, I have had to layer that sucker up to even get it to look natural. Like, what? So that was not good, but the blush is good. Again, that was Rose Gold. I like the blush a lot, so I got that in one of those build your own Tarte kits, so I got it on sale technically. The next thing is from Too Faced, and this is apricot. This is the apricot like fruit one. This is a like deluxe like mini. I got it as a free sample. Again, I like the blush. I don't like the highlighter. This was a free gift. I got this, like the Better Than Sex eyeliner. And something else. Maybe mascara? Probably mascara, because they give the mascaras away all the time. It was like a free gift. I don't hate this highlighter, but it's chunky. It's got like big glitter. And I'm not opposed to a chunky highlight. Like I shouldn't say I'm not opposed to a chunky highlight. I don't mind glitter highlights per se, but I don't know. It emphasizes texture on me, and it could be because it's dark, because I have some, I'm gonna have to look. What are they called? Artist Couture one but it's like micro glitter. This I feel like is like big chunky, like gold glitter, and I brushed some of it off, but then I like put this on my cheek, and then I've got like big chunks of gold. Like it looks pretty, but when you go to like blend out the gold, like there's gold flakes literally coming off of my hand. So then I've got gold all over my face, which is fine if that's on purpose. So I feel like this highlight, like that looks pretty, but I had to get the gold off because yeah, there's big, there's like big chunks of glitter in there. So I'm glad I tried it, this one, because I had thought about ordering one of these. So I know I don't like the highlighter in this one, so I wouldn't mind trying one of the other ones. And I did order the pineapple bronzer highlight duo because I think the highlighter in that one's better than this. But I'm glad I got it as a free sample, because now I know that I don't like that highlighter. So I can, if I want to buy a full size, I can go in the store and test them and try them. So that was helpful. I just have this one that I took out. Again, if you've watched my videos, you know I love ColourPop, but I hate ColourPop at the same time. Like I hate these cardboard palettes. Like they annoy me. Like, and I need to use this palette because the shades that really bother me are these dark ones, like these two. The other ones in here, I think probably work fine, at least the ones that I've used. So I need to do a video where I use this palette. Because I keep them because everybody raves about all of the ColourPop palettes, and the only ones I really have issues with are the ones in the cardboard packaging. Like I could pull every one of my cardboard ColourPop ones out and there's a complaint with all of them. Like you have got to fiddle with them to make them work. They're finicky. That's the word. They're finicky. Some of the dark shades are hit and miss. Like, I don't know. I don't have those issues with the 9-pan ones in the plastic. It's only these ones. And then the last item is, it's like 3 items, but it's Zoeva Beauty. I don't care for Zoeva palettes. The first one I ever got was the Prodigy. This came in a boxy luxe. Like, it's okay. It's not a horrible palette, but I wasn't blown away by it. And then I have 2 more that I got from Tribe that I've been reluctant to use because I don't like the Prodigy palette. This one is the Artisan palette. This shattered on me, so I had to repress that, but it's got 2 blush and 2 highlights, and then the eyeshadows, that's a pressed glitter. Like, it's pretty. And then I ordered this one separately. I paid extra. This is the one that came in my box. Now I have gold glitter all over my black pants. That's great. I picked the Saffron palette, and then I ended up, you had the option, you could buy the other palette too, so I did, but like, I look at it, like online it looked pretty, but I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I'm questionable about that shade for sure, just looking at it. I haven't swatched this, so I think I swatched like these 2, and then like these 2 shimmers, but that's it. I haven't swatched the whole palette, but I'm not in a hurry to use these because this isn't my favorite. And there's some people that I watch on YouTube, like I think Karen MUA likes the Artisan palette. And so I think that's why I've held on to this one, because I only have used it like twice or maybe even once, and then I haven't used these. But there are people that I watch that love Zoeva palette. So I'm like, well, I need to give it a chance. So I've held on to them, but they're not my favorite. But I'm trying to get myself to use them because I don't want to get rid of them prematurely. So I don't know. I just thought this would be an interesting video. This is probably going to be part of a series because I'm going to do, this was products I don't like in my makeup collection. And then I'm going to do products that I absolutely love. That I forget about, and then products that I've changed my mind about. So stay tuned for those. I'll probably do those next week. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't know how many times I can clap. I think it's because I'm tired. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Leave me some comments down below and let me know if you like any of the products that I mentioned. If you're on the same page as me and you don't like the products that I mentioned, leave me those comments down below. Let me know. Hopefully you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I apologize that this was a long video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Bye, everybody.